particular train has 6 coaches, and from the information I gathered earlier, it can take up to 600 passengers. And so you can see what happened there. My cameraman had to go off a bit. But then that is what it is. We are on this ride heading straight to Tema. Our second stop is going to be at a community inside Tema, Community 1. But this particular train has 6 stops. Okay, so we have Achimota, we have Bachona, we have Odona, we also have a community, that's Community 1, we have the Tema Harbour, and then also some other places. But as I said earlier, the sector minister, who I'll be engaging soon, but I have a few people here that I can also speak to actually. So if I can just engage you, sir, for just a few minutes. Good morning, and you're live on GH1 TV.
Good morning.
I believe this is a great day for you.
It certainly is.
Tell us, basically, this particular relaunch of the railway sector, what does it mean to you?
Well, my name is Richard Dombo. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Railways Development Authority. Indeed, in Ghana, the authority is both the developer and the regulator. And so my authority did a test run last week, whereupon the Director of Regulations, Lord Kwanzaa, sitting behind me, passed the line as fit for commercial purpose. So today is indeed, we call it a relaunch, because of course it was a line that was running, and the derailment occurred in October 2017, caused us to suspend services and take a holistic view of the whole line. That wasn't just the area of derailment that needed rectifying, but that indeed the whole stretch, 30.8 kilometers, needed touches here and there. So that has been completed, and that is why today is an important day, because the train offers an alternative means of transport, to the populace. You go on the streets of Accra, the congestion on Spintex Road, the congestion on the Beach Road, the congestion on the motorways. The train will definitely provide that alternative means of travel for passengers. And so, yes, it is a good day for me as the developer of the railway sector, and it is also a good day for the Ghanaian populace, especially residents in Accra.
Do we have enough trains actually to meet the demand of the populace, as you keep saying?
Put it this way, you need to move from 1 to 2 to 3, and all of these things involve money. So, indeed, we do have a couple of locomotives, DMUs, these are multiple units.
This is a multiple unit?
This is a diesel multiple unit, DMU.
Okay.
And yes, they should suffice for the current needs of the people. But what we endeavored to do was to rehabilitate the lines, not to talk about rolling stock for now. As you know, this is phase 1 of the Railway Master Plan, i.e., it is the redevelopment of the existing network. But going forward, our focus really and truly after the phase 1 is to develop new standard gauge railway lines with more ultra-modern trains traveling at speeds of 160 kilometers per hour and stuff like that. That is the way forward, and that is where we are headed ultimately.
It's amazing that you spoke about speed, because looking at our both sides, left and right, we see that it has been heavily encroached. We saw that the sector before had to do some demolition exercise to make sure that these people who have encroached, especially the railways, were taken away. But it looks like they are still here. What is your ministry or your department doing about it?
Well, the issue of encroaches is, it's just like an itch that you have, that it just wouldn't go away. But it certainly would go away with the right medication. We have the law on our side if we wanted to enforce it, without regard to the human eye. But in all of this, we are trying to be an understanding of human need. Nonetheless, going forward, there is no question that the railways and safety that go hand in hand, safety and railway go hand in hand. We cannot say that we are going to have a functional railway system to serve the people and still leave the people exposed to the danger that the railway is. You may see this slow, lumbering metal and you think that you can just run across it easily, but they are deceptively slow. They can catch up on you without you knowing. And so the whole idea that the railway sector was dead is probably still in the minds of people. So we need a mind change. And that mindset change will also involve education. A concerted effort of continually demolition. So they realize that we are not joking. We've got the mayor of Accra here with us, who is committed to ensuring that we achieve that which we set out to achieve. The president wants that alternative mode of transport to be up and running. Listen, the first railway line was set up in 1898 by the colonial masters. And regrettably, and that's what the president himself said, that post-colonial era, we never, gave due consideration to the railway sector until the ground almost were halt. But with the visionary leader that we have in President Akufo-Addo, having set up a dedicated ministry, together with my authority, the Development Authority, we will ensure that the President's vision is achieved. And that means relentlessly removing encroachers, at the same time educating, and at the same time, if need be, bringing the law to bear. So far, we have not used the law, in all its rigor. Because, like I said, we have tried to negotiate. But the press should play a hand in all of this. That when we move these people for their own safety and for the efficient run of the lines, and they go calling upon UTV stations and whatnot to come and see how miserable they are, yes, of course, it tugs at the heartstrings. But equally, we want a functional railway system.
All right, I'm going to come back to you, but because of time, so Redwan, this is it. This is just our first interaction on this particular Accra-Tema line. As I said, we'll be making our first stop at Achimota in a bit. But this particular coach, I should say, has two drivers, one at the front and one at the back here. We also have 2 VIP sessions, and of course, we've seen a washroom and some other important facilities put in here to make sure that passengers on this particular train enjoy their ride.